The wheels on the bus go round and round, and the same goes for C-SPAN's Campaign Bus Tour 2008. Hello, and thanks for joining us for this special presentation of Comcast Cable on the road with C-SPAN Campaign 2008. We're here in Jersey City, New Jersey, home of the Hudson County Boys and Girls Club, to explore the bus with the children here at the Boys and Girls Club. Let's take a look. From Washington, D.C. to New York to California, the C-SPAN campaign bus has been traveling nationwide to spread political awareness to students, educators, and even local politicians.
The Campaign 2008 bus has been running since January 2007, so we've been on the road for quite some time now. We're traveling around in these two campaign buses all over the country, to the big primary states, leading up to the conventions this summer. And one of the things we really like to do is go and talk with young children about the election, because they're sometimes the most insightful people about the candidates. Well, we're just hoping to talk with the young students and the Boys and Girls Club about the campaign, introduce them to the bus and all the resources we have here. There's a production studio so they can see what they look like on camera. Maybe we've got some budding politicians in the group, so we're just hoping to inspire and get out the word about our mission. And also we're here on behalf of Comcast, so we're hoping to talk with them about some of the things they're learning on TV and what they see about the election. We are always looking for new ways to reach out to younger people, so we're trying to be cool and join Facebook and MySpace, and those are just some other forums where students can go to see where the bus is traveling to and see interviews that we've done with some young students.
And why does the Boys and Girls Club find it important to get young kids involved in politics?
You know, for kids that are young, I think sometimes it might be difficult to get them involved or interested in politics. You know, I think it's a terrific opportunity for the kids to learn something about the election process, and, you know, it's just part of what we're trying to do here at this camp, you know, combine fun things as well as educational things for the kids. You know, these kids are really into multimedia type things. It's a big part of their lifestyle, so I think they'll somewhat be overwhelmed once they get inside, and they'll be naturally drawn in, you know. But it looks like it's a real engaging exhibit, so something the kids will enjoy.
I think a lot of the students are aware of their politics this time around. They go in there, they sit down, and they're interviewed. I think it's student-centered. They sit there and they're asked questions, and they have no script, so they'll just be very honest. And students are honest, kids are honest, so they'll tell you how it is.
I think if you get them involved in politics and government at an early age, that the first thing they'll do when they're able to is to vote. And I think it's good that they develop a social awareness of the candidates and the issues. And I know that maybe when they're browsing through the channels and they hit upon C-SPAN, they'll take a few moments to look at to see what the various candidates are saying and some of the topics that are covered by C-SPAN. So I think this is an excellent opportunity to introduce C-SPAN to the youth.
They should know who their candidates are, because there are issues that relate to every single person. I mean, it might not be the same issues for every person, but if you care about something, you should want to get connected with the community and be involved in the candidates who are going to affect your community and who are going to affect government. So I feel that it's important for kids to get involved so that they know who the candidates are and basically be involved in their future, because the candidates are elected by the people for the people. So kids should be involved in that.
Well, it's very important for the children to be involved, I think, in the election process as early as possible. I think it's important for them to know that they, in just a few years from now, that they have a stake in America's future and they can be part of making change for the better of society. So I think that it's never too young for them to learn that right now. I think this would be a tremendous thing if Comcast and C-SPAN would continue their relationship with the Boys and Girls Club. As many opportunities as they can bring us in terms of education, we're willing to accept it. The youth of Hudson County, come on you guys, you got to get involved. It's never too young to make a change in today's society. You have opinions about things, so stand up and say what you want to say.
Local politicians, including Jersey City Mayor Jeremiah Healy, were among those who came on board the bus to share their insights with the kids.
They knew that Senator McCain was running. They knew that Senator Obama, they were the two candidates. And I said, you know, you're not allowed to vote yet, but you can still talk, so make sure you tell your mother, your father, your older brothers, sisters, your aunts, your uncles, grandma, granddad, all the neighbors, everybody you can run into, that it's important for them to get out and vote, and that this election, maybe because of the state of the country and the state of the world right now, this election maybe is the most important election we've had in a long, long time. So I said, make sure you tell everybody that you know who's old enough, who's registered, that this is urgent, that they get out and vote, and they get out and vote for the best candidate.
We're very happy to have him here. I think anything that we could do to educate our kids about the political process, there's one of the most important decisions of my lifetime will be made a little bit later this year, and people are watching it a little bit from afar on TV. It gives the young people a chance, and I think in this election, more than any other that I've seen, maybe since 1960, I think young people are energized, are very energized and ready to enter this, and they could become decisive in a close election.
I'm very excited about it. I've never seen anything of that magnitude, and it's important that the young people here at the Boys and Girls Club get to see it, get involved in politics. That's what I do for a living. I need the younger people to grow up and vote, talk to their parents about the issues, and make sure that we select the right person to run our country.
I was very impressed today to see that the kids, they knew what Trenton was, they knew the capital of the state, they asked for the mayor. When they were asked who's going to run for mayor, every hand went up. The little girls as well as the little boys, they all wanted to know who makes the laws and what they're all about. And as always, when you're working with youngsters, the first law they ask questions about is, when can I drive? And I want to encourage all the little girls to think big. They can be mayor, they can be president, and so they should.
So now we're beginning to see the civic-minded kid come out and participate. Young people that are saying, you know what, I made a difference at the Red Cross when I worked there, when I volunteered there. I made a difference in the local park when I was there. And now I can make a difference as to who's president. And clearly that younger generation of voters that are coming out for the first time in unprecedented numbers speaks volumes to how we've reached them.
That's a part of being a civic responsibility, is becoming involved and learning the issues, learning what is important, learning the political process, how that works, learning who the candidates are, what they are really all about, and how does that affect their lives, how does it affect it negatively and positively if they voted for a particular person, if they could vote.
And what exactly does Senator Bob Menendez hope students will learn from the C-SPAN campaign bus?
The students are going to say to themselves, wow, if Senator Menendez, who grew up poor in a tenement in Union City, New Jersey, the son of immigrants and the first in his family to go to college, could become one of 100 United States senators in a country of 300 million people, then everything is possible. Whatever they want to be, it is possible, no matter how difficult they've started off in their life. They have the ability to make change, and to do that, in some respects, it's never too early to start. I hope they understand that they have the power in themselves to make a difference in their own lives. Our lives are not about ourselves. Our lives are about all around us. And the sooner we understand, even the third graders watching this understand that their future is going to be not just about themselves and their families, certainly, but their friends, the people they live with, the people who they call their neighbors, and that helping each other ultimately makes us a better individual and a better country. Out of the mouth of babes come some good ideas.
So what exactly are the kids from the Boys and Girls Club of Hudson County talking about?
Changes I would make if I was president, I'll probably give more money to the homeless, probably help more people, give out more jobs. Yeah, maybe stop less welfare and get more jobs, and maybe do less unemployment, more employment. Barack Obama running for office is very cool. He's nice. He'll be the first black president. He'll probably make a change to America.
I could start off as mayor, work hard, and then when I think I'm ready, I just vote for president. Barack Obama, he's like, I like him, man. He'd be the first black president. The message I gotta tell him is, what you're promising, make it come true. Don't, just make sure you do it.
One little thing could change the world. They could do anything they want to. They could make the world a better place if they try. I would give free health care to everybody. That way, if somebody gets sick, nobody starts crying because somebody dies. My mom says that we could do a lot of things if we put our mind to it. I never knew anything like that. So maybe, who knows, a couple of years from now, I could be your next president.
That concludes the special presentation of Comcast Cable on the Road with C-SPAN Campaign 2008. I'm Jamie Lindrohan. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep your eyes peeled because the bus could be pulling into a station near you.